Hi, it's Quinn with PTSD While Black for a vlog every day in April, for April 22nd. So for today's topic, I wanted to talk about hypnosis a little bit more because I noticed a moment of where some old programming from hypnosis in 2013 showed up for me when I was shopping in the grocery store. One of the things that I had one of the things that I had done back then with my eating behaviors was to not want, I would not buy anything that I did not want. So if I go to the store for something that I really wanted, then if that item was not at the store, I would not buy a substitute because that's really where, how I would operate with my bad eating issues is I would go like, oh, they don't have this, well then I will get this. So it was kind of like one of my ways of countering how I harm myself. Um, but it was just funny because I was at the store today. I was going to buy some broccoli slaw to add to my salads, and they only had one package of broccoli slaw. But I was also at the store because I really wanted to get wings, and I promised myself that I could have the wings if they were the teriyaki wings that I really like. Otherwise, I didn't want just fried chicken. I didn't want to eat that. Um, and so it was just hilarious because I go to the store and they do have the broccoli slaw, so yay, but it's going to expire in 3 days. And I don't think I can eat that much broccoli slaw, a big bag of it. I don't think I could eat that much in 3 days. Um, so I was like, oh man, oh well, let's go take a look at the chicken. So I go to look at the wings, and they have the wings, but the lady's like, these are really badly burnt. You don't want them. And I'm like, all right, then I'm fine. And she's like, well, I can offer you these wings or regular wings. And I said, no, that's not what I came here for. That's not what I want. So thank you. She's like, well, I can make you some in 15 minutes. I'm like, no, I don't want it. Thank you. And so I was just going to buy the broccoli slaw. And it was funny because my brain's like, well, this is going to expire soon. So if I could have gotten to the register quickly, would have been no problem. I go to the check stand and there are like huge lines. I'm like, one item, huge lines. I don't need this immediately right now. So back to the shelf it went. But I was just laughing because this is some programming that I did in 2013 and it's 2018. So 5 years later, that programming is still showing up for me. So I just found it absolutely hilarious today. And this is after the car accident and the concussion that I still have this programming built in. And so it really makes me want to go back and look at my old self-hypnosis scripts and programming worksheets that I did. And I want to rewrite them for some of the behaviors that I do now that I have after the concussion, especially with the anxiety or the PTSD. Like the not accepting that I'm safe right now, or not accepting that I have this condition right now, and it's okay that this exists right now, but it's not okay for me to stay in the spiral of the condition. I would like to go and rewrite some of the old scripts that I had for the vanity things of, oh, like you're going to avoid these foods and you're going to drink more water kind of stuff, and put it more towards the basic need things, and just to see how that changes or how that creates change for me. Um, I think it would be well worth it for me to invest in being my own best thing and being part of the process of healing me versus just putting all of my faith with doctors who maybe don't care so much because they see so many patients, that they don't really, can't really spend more than 10 minutes with a patient. So they're not as aware of what I'm going through because I live with it 24/7 and they're seeing me for 10 minutes, maybe once every 2 months. So it's just making me really look at that and say, okay, well, what can I do to be here to support myself through this process? And that's one of the things that I'm thinking of. So I'm going to take some time and make a list of a few things that I notice I do when I'm triggered, like when I'm extra judgmental, or really being judgmental or feeling paranoid about a situation, like, or I'm not trusting. That's what I want. When I'm not feeling trusting about a situation, um, to really look at that and go, I might be triggered. What am I triggered about? And do I recognize that I'm safe right now? I would like to have that kind of language with myself so that I can work with me on these triggers instead of working on me or fixing me, just to work with me on this. Um, I think that would be really healthy. So that's just a little bit of reframing. And I'm trying to condition myself a bit more to say things like, when someone asks how I'm doing, I do want to be truthful about what I'm experiencing, and I can say, you know what, I'm having a healing opportunity. Instead of I'm in pain, I'm having a healing opportunity. I'd like to get to that point where I call it a healing opportunity. An opportunity to stretch myself a little bit more today. Um, just to have that kind of language with myself, I think it'd be great. Um, yeah, so it's worthwhile that even though I'm not actively practicing as a hypnotherapist, um, especially because I don't know when the stuttering would happen, and because I can't do trust tests with clients, if I had any right now because of my shoulder and my back, that at the least I can do these things for myself and to be an example of what I'd like to offer the world. So I can stop being just a victim of what has happened to me and to instead be not a survivor, but someone who is thriving as an active participant in her own recovery, in her own life. That's where I'd like to be. Um, so yeah, I know this probably just came off as a really big random rant, and that's okay. Um, but that's just some of the stuff that I would like to do, and I hope I remember this all tomorrow. All right. Until next time, kids. Peace.